Anything to show, though.
Well, hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
We were mid-sentence when we went live.
I know we usually do that. Oh, look at my hair.
Look, my hair's getting thin. Well, hey everybody. Let's see. We got Miss Judy. We got Dawn. I think that's it for right now. Usually people show up. I guess they get the alert and they'll come in. So for those of you who are team replay that are gonna watch it later, much appreciated. For those of Miss Judy and Miss Dawn, welcome, welcome, welcome. Got some more people joining us. We do have a scheduled event this evening
We
for
do?
your viewing pleasures. Yes. Hey, Rena. Yes, but we'll wait.
Alrighty.
We'll get started a little bit. We'll do our usual fun banter like we're on the news channel in the evening. So, Jen, what are you working on?
Well, y'all, I just told her I haven't been working on it much. She's putting me on the spot. Oh, no,
Actually, I'm not.
Okay. I think I told Amber that I've been trying to go through scraps and material and go through things in my shop, unfinished projects. So that's working.
Absolutely, that's working. In fact, that's what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like it's a good time at the beginning of the year trying to get things in order. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is because the machine on my frame that I used for free motion is broken. It's not broken. It needs servicing. I discussed it last week and I haven't done much about it. Oh, look, Zaza's in America. That's great news. I wish I could see her.
I just made it safely. Amber echoing again. Y'all, I don't even. Okay, let's. How about now? Testing, echo testing. Did it go away?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. Thank you, Dawn. I really don't know what to do with this computer. I have a separate microphone that I've tried using, but it messes things up. I can't use it. I've tried a different microphone. I don't know why I have so many issues with the microphone with this computer. Hey, Sherry, is your visitor in town? Is Zaza staying with you? QuiltCon's starting tomorrow, I think.
How exciting. How long is that event?
I think Thursday to Sunday. Or is it longer? I don't know. I've not been able to partake in all of these.
I know myself. I was just thinking the same thing.
I didn't even know QuiltCon existed until about 4 years ago.
Well, we only hear about the Houston thing because we're so close.
Yeah. But now that because we just kind of did our own thing as far as quilting and sewing and didn't get out there too much. But now, the world is so much smaller. You have access with the internet to all the things. And so, yeah.
Hey, I did want to tell you though, thank you for that video on the jar grippers.
Oh yeah.
I finally sat down and did a few to see, and it's really easy. However, for those of us who don't have a foot, what's it called, a walking foot, she uses a piece of paper on top of the grip thing, and that's a little awkward because you don't know if it's even with the underneath. So I'm going to look for a walking foot. I've never used one.
I was going to say, why don't we just buy you a walking foot?
Yes. I think it'll go much faster.
I think they're a bit expensive. They can be.
Walking feet. I probably have one. I have 3 or 4, just hanging around. But I think they're, I have a brother, so I would need one that I don't
Yeah.
think they're all universal.
Okay, so I'm gonna Sherry just made a comment about typing and sending and it's not posted. Earlier I got a message that YouTube rejected my comment. So my comment on my channel in my live. So YouTube might be having issues right now.
Was it
So if
obscene?
any it was not even.
I
I've
thought
been
maybe they
known
were.
to do such things, but not today.
Yes, yes, yes. So they edit you. Or what's it called? Not edit.
Oh, what's
Censor.
that word?
Censor.
Censored. I've been censored.
Yeah.
So uh, tonight we're going to be talking about our stash and being scrappy and all that fun things. Um,
Oh, good. Thank you, Rena. I'm
and
going to look that up tonight. Sorry.
and no, that's okay. That's how we roll here. Um, and I have things to talk about, and in the end, we're going to talk about um something that I don't want to wait until the end to say. I'm like I want to show my project. I can't
You're being
wait.
less. You're being less than articulate right now.
Less. I am less than articulate on this Ash Wednesday. If y'all are wondering why I have a black spot on
Ashes.
my forehead, I so I work at a Catholic hospital, and I'm Catholic-ish. And I was walking into the hospital today, and I made eyes with the deacon, and he just came at me with the thumb
With the ashes.
with for the ashes on my forehead. And so I have ashes on my forehead for Ash Wednesday. Never hurts to have an extra little blessing. I didn't rub it off. I left it there. But I would not have gone to church out of my way to get them. But again, I'm in a Catholic hospital, so
Listen what the options
there I
were
was.
here in our little Catholic town. The options today were 6:30 a.m. mass to receive ashes, or just go to the nursing home and the priest was going to be there at 9:30 a.m. and you could just do it there.
So they were at the front entrance of the hospital for like an hour, hour and a half, and then they went to patient rooms after that. But I'm glad y'all thought I just bumped my head. Yo, it was Mardi Gras. I did have fun on the float. I did post a picture of my bead tree. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I was having way too much fun to take good pictures. And also, there were not a whole lot of beads in the trees this year. So it was kind of shabby. I know my
What's up with
favorite bead
that?
tree, the beginning of the parade. I think the people in that house must have moved. It was like there wasn't the big party that there usually is, and the bead tree didn't have beads in it.
Is that at the beginning of the parade?
Yes, it's at the
Yeah.
beginning, and I think the family, like, they watch all the parades and throw beads in the tree and make it a bead tree, and this year there were no beads in it. So,
How sad.
oh, thank you, Sherry, blessed me.
She needs it.
But I am but I did record the last bead tree that I made. I made a recording of the whole process. So I am going to put that all together, and make a long form video of it, with some Mardi Gras stuff in it.
I wish I
And
had sent you the a picture of when I was on the float one time and these people were dancing for beads. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Will
so
next
we had a lot of
will next week be too late?
mm-mm.
Okay, good.
No, the um the feather, less than articulate. The weather was perfect. There were so many people on the parade route, children. I don't think I've ever seen so many children on the parade route. It was just beautiful. It was a wonderful thing. Um, yeah, I did not run out of beads this year. I actually gave one of my bags to a lady that ran out, and I left with a bag and a half still.
Hmm.
So but I was at the top of the float. So
Oh,
the top of the float isn't as good for bead throwing as the bottom. If you're on the lower level, people are looking at you.
you have a
If you're on the
connection.
top level,
Yeah.
you make connections and you can throw them. The people on the top are
Or
really
just
only seen
sewing.
by the back of the crowd.
Yeah.
And if it's an area where the crowd's not too big, then you throw in the beads hoping you don't smack people. I smacked at least 4 or 5 people that a couple of them, like, I felt bad because, hey Sheila,
Hi, Sheila.
I hit them in the face and I did not mean to.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
tricky thing.
so if ever you go to a parade, a Mardi Gras parade specifically, because if you're in a parade and people are throwing things, this is just a life lesson to all the people out there. If you are at a parade, you are a parade goer, and you're standing back and you have your arms in the air, you had better be prepared for a bead coming from any direction at all times. If you don't want a bead thrown at you, to you, in your direction, generally, put your hands down.
And that doesn't mean it won't happen anyway. This is how I do it. And my cousin that I'm
But
usually with is up there and she gets all the beads, but I'm scared.
and I think just some people, hey, K Money, quilting, tell Regina. I knew that. It wouldn't come out. Regina.
We're
Um,
having a problem tonight with vocals.
uh, she called me less than articulate, which I fully am. Um, and I think some people just get it. They just put their hands up and they go on about their business. They forget their hands are up, and you throw something to them and it just smacks them in the face. And I was like, "Well, your hand was up." Like I didn't. I thought some people are not paying attention. You throw a bead and they catch it. Like they have that reaction. Other people, it just hits them in the face. So
So
we
you
have a
might,
saying around here, "Me bruh, it's not my fault."
yeah. And I guess some people might be wondering, what do we do with all these beads anyway? It's a problem.
We recycle them now.
Yeah.
So we do not. So the our particular crew does not have like a special throw.
I think you
Like,
do. I think you do. It's a
well, I was
rose
gonna say
because I still have some left from, hey, awkward quilter.
that's Lisa. Okay, so back in the day, you could get really good beads if you show your boobs, but nowadays everybody gets beads. Everybody gets beads.
Well,
So we spend lots of money on throws, not just beads, but cups, beads, stuffed animals, little
moon,
tambourines, little
moon
toys,
pies, moon pies.
moon pies. Um, I didn't throw my moon pies this year though, because it just didn't happen. But so at the end of every parade that
Hey,
I've like
Zaza.
this is a recent. You're on our time. You must be exhausted. Welcome to the
Zazalita.
class of A.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited you landed safely and you're on soil.
How far away are we from Zaza?
Probably about 10 hours.
Oh, not too bad.
Oh, Sherry, did you get the package today? It said it was going to be delivered today. Um,
Well, she's a trooper, ain't she? What a
She
trooper.
heard we were talking about beads and boob flashing, and she had to join us.
Look, that does happen. Can I tell a story about that quickly?
Please do.
The last parade I went to, which is about 2 years ago, there were, and I was really close to the parade route. I mean, just feet from it.
In New
And
Orleans.
yes, in New Orleans. And there was a young girl, and then the parade was stopped, and there was a float full of young men on it. And there was this young girl and her fiance next to her. And I think she was a little tipsy because she did it. She flashed to the guys on the float, and her boyfriend was devastated. I think they probably broke up over that. It was a very awkward thing because they were friends and they were all together, and it was like trauma. It was traumatic, and so that still happened. A young girl just I don't know. He was devastated. They left the parade. Everybody left.
Zaza wants to know what happened to my head.
She'll never guess.
Right. Because I had to pretend to be a good Catholic today, Zaza. I went to work at my Catholic hospital, and I walked through the door, and it wasn't a priest, it was a deacon, was coming at me with the ashes. It is, Lisa. It's Ash Wednesday, and I normally do not go to church. I don't go to mass to get my ashes, but because I was there, and I was to him. Yeah, we made eye contact.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
For his eyes only.
Oh, for the flasher.
She wasn't a virgin anymore.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is. It was sad.
That's funny. So shall we get started talking about our y'all? I even prepared.
Really?
Yeah, look what So Eat No Meat on Fridays has turned into a seafood extravaganza. So people like their penance of not eating meat, and they get all excited because they get to go out and eat crawfish or other kind of seafood. So
fried fish mostly.
Yeah. Fried fish. Yeah, like it's still a treat.
And we really think we're fasting.
Yeah.
But we're not.
I worked with some people who did ate like tuna sandwiches and would fast on Fridays, like a true fast. I did that for a couple of years where I didn't eat on Fridays during Lent, like fasted. But yeah, I had chicken today.
My cousin Cheryl never eats meat on Friday. She's
a lot of people do that.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all ready? Look what I did.
Wow.
Scrap, boom. That's what we're doing. I may have spent a little bit of time at work today after I saw all my patients and all my documentation was done. So I may have played around with our topic for this evening. So, and actually, Jordy, instead of giving up something for Lent, what I think I am going to do, I've made a commitment to get my scraps in order. So I thought, what best way to do that than to talk about boom, scrap, boom on Ash Wednesday.
It seems to be a very popular. It's a popular topic, isn't it, these days?
It is. It's a very trending topic. If you do a Google search for quilting trends, it is that would be awesome.
Yes.
So the trending topics are all about not being wasteful. Where did my little thing go? not being wasteful, being frugal, using what you have, being responsible, things like that. So we are gonna go with that. I think I might even go with, and I don't really buy a whole lot of fabric anymore because I have so much. Um, but what I would like to do is not buy new fabric, perhaps during Lent.
I
Use
think
only what I have.
another issue could be that my generation, the baby boomers, we're all retiring, and lots of us are getting into quilting. So, and maybe we've retired for several years, so we have a stash. You know, we all have lots of. I was looking at those hexagon things I sent you, and those were the
Yeah,
very first things that I did. And I didn't have a stash. I could see I was using the same material over and over, and that was what, maybe 10 years ago, maybe more.
yeah,
And it made me real. I didn't have a stash then, so but now I wouldn't have even used the same material on
yeah.
each block.
So, I watched a lot of scrap videos today about scrap quilting and how to organize scraps and different things like that. And so I just have two slides, not a whole lot, but I figured they could get us, just talking about our scraps and our fabrics, and not just scraps, but also our stash. And so my question for you guys is, what kind of fabric do you have? As far as like scraps, crumbs, pieces, pre-cuts, yardage, like what do you have for fabric? Jen, you go first.
Okay, I
And then you
have.
guys like just let us know in the chat what's your fabric look like? Your fabric situation
I wish
look
I
like.
were a lot more organized. In fact, I have a goal about how to organize things. But right now, I have two chest of drawers with and they're in colors, like different colors: reds, blacks, blues, greens, basic colors. And then I have a couple of drawers that are just for large pieces. And what else? Vintage is a whole different thing. I have a whole thing of vintage material. And but I think, for doing scrappy things like I'm getting into, doing that more, instead of just t-shirt quilts, I would need to organize it better by colors, like strips, like you do, Amber. You have a lot of strips, and I do too. So I should organize them into colors.
Well, yeah, and we'll talk about how to organize them. But
Okay.
because so for me, I'm like the other people in the chat who were saying they just have a little bit of or they have everything. I do too. Like I have all different size scraps. I have crumbs. I have scraps and pieces, different size pieces. I do have pre-cuts, even though I've never purchased them. I have them. I don't know where they come from. And I also have yardage. I have bolts of fabric. Like I literally have everything between a crumb and a bolt. And I need to get a handle on it. I would like to get a handle on it.
You know,
Lisa, you're organized? Oh, goodness.
I really would. I would love to have it all so organized.
So one of the things that I really need to do because I use tiny little pieces. So like a couple of people were like, I don't keep anything between, a certain size. So they would say like, if it's not inch and a half in width, at least, I don't keep it because you can't sew that. You can't put it in anything. Um, oh, I don't have kits, Sherry. Um, I use things that are less than that because I don't always sew. So I can use something that's less than um, thousands of 2.5-inch squares are organized in colors.
That's my
Oh,
goal. That's it right there. Because I have lots of at least 2-inch strips from my AccuQuilt cutter.
yeah.
And man, that would make my life very easier.
I know that's really cool. And so the next thing I was thinking of is So the 3 questions, we'll start with how do you get fabric into your life? I, for years, would buy fabric just because I liked it. For no other reason. I didn't have a project in mind. There was nothing specific. I just liked it, so I'd buy it. Now I buy things if I need a blue, um, I buy it from Marshall Dry Goods and I'll usually buy a bolt. Like I wanted to have enough backing. I wanted to have a backing of each color. So for a while I was buying a bolt of each color fabric. So I have a lot of bolts.
And do you always buy 108?
Sometimes it's not available depending on the pattern.
And you'll
Um,
buy
like
45?
yeah, but not necessarily for backing, but I'll buy it like if I don't have a lot of orange, I need orange, I'll buy, a 45 of if it's a good pattern that I like, I'll buy it in whatever color.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
I get
Buy
a
the whole collection.
I if there's a store going out of sale, which I've hit a couple of those when I first started, and I found that, going through my stuff recently, I found it big pieces of beautiful material, really inexpensive. Like
Mm.
Gloria's on was it Gloria's on the north side of town?
Oh yeah. FOMO is a real life event. Or I'm scared I'm gonna forget that that fabric exists. Like, oh, I might want to use that later, but what if I
Yes.
forget that it exists? If I just buy it, then I'll have it.
But here's
Because
the
I like
problem.
to create on the spot. I create on the spot. Like, oh, I need some orange. I pull out my orange bin and dig around, see what I have. I'm scared I'm gonna run out of a color.
But the problem is if you buy it before, this happens to me. If I buy it before, then I'll put it away and then I don't even know I have it. I forget about it.
I recently gave half of my Christmas stash away, and I still have way more than I will use in years
We're going to use
because
it
of
in
that
July.
accidental purchase.
No, we're going to do it in July. We're going to do Christmas in July.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
Don't say it. Do not say
My
that.
baby is my grandbaby is due at the end of May.
Oh, I see.
And I'm not gonna I don't know if I told everybody it's a boy. So we're having a baby boy at the end of May. I can't see the baby, I can't touch the baby until July. So I'm gonna be going to Kansas in July.
I'll have to do Christmas in July by myself.
Perhaps. I'm gonna be so excited I'm not gonna be able to stand it. Okay, so we get fabric we buy it, people give it to us, we give it to other people. We do these like we buy more than we need. I used to do this. If I needed a yard, I would buy a yard and a half. If I needed a
Yes.
half yard, I'd buy a yard. I'd always buy more.
Yes, me
Um,
too.
Now Karen Brown had some really bad advice on one of her videos today. Now I like her. I'm just picking. She said, only buy what you need. I was like,
Yeah.
that hurt. It's my son and his wife are having the baby, my grandbaby. So buy only what you need and do not overbuy is a way to not end up like Jennifer and Amber with an overstash. Um, I don't know about that. I don't do it anymore because I don't even buy for projects. I just make projects with what I have.
Yes, that's what I do too.
Oh, except for the quilt that I made for Lucas and Angel. Did you put the binding on it yet?
Of course.
That sounded kind of
No, because I'm
You did?
thinking, didn't I send? I did. I thought I sent you a picture, but I realize now I did not. Yeah, I did it the
No.
first weekend, like a couple of
Oh,
days
good. Okay.
gave it to me. Oh, it's so. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that it was so big. I was so apprehensive about doing it because I struggle with large quilts. I had no problems at all with that one. None.
Oh, yay.
It was
Was it
smooth.
squared pretty good?
It was actually.
Okay.
Actually, it was.
It's-
I
That's
hardly could,
surprising, but thank you.
because it's so big, and yeah, especially because it was so big. But it just flowed. I did it quickly. I was very happy about
Oh,
that.
good. Good, good.
Those big quilts can be very awkward.
She's buying for retirement. I love that.
That's what
Now,
we would all. That's what I would
the other
always
thing that has
say.
the other thing that's happened in my life is that now I have a business and my business buys the fabric. Amber doesn't buy the fabric anymore. So I don't
Uh-huh.
see it coming out of my bank account. It comes out of my business account. Y'all, that's not good. So yeah, that's why I've moved up to bolting. Um okay, so here we go on how we store them. I store by color, but also by size. So I have bins. I will show you. So this, wait, let me, so this is my gray and white bin with pink in it. I was like, what's that pink doing in there? So I
Because
don't know why.
those colors look good together, though. Pink and gray. I like that.
I don't know how this got in my pink, in my gray bin. Um, but this is all like gray and white. So if I need gray or white, I come to this bin. And I have one of these in every color. For the most part, it's not yardage. It might be like a 1 yard piece. Like this is as big as it gets. Like I have a couple of pieces this size. But for the most part, it's a yard or less. Anything more than that, if it fits on a bolt, like 2 yards, I'll put on a bolt. Um, and then tiny little pieces I put in my big bag of scraps.
Hi, Grace.
Grace, you missed all the fun stuff. I explained how I smashed my head to ashes.
She fell off her float.
I feel look how pretty that is.
Yes, that is nice. Is that a dark gray?
It's blue. No, it's on top because when I take pieces out, I just put them on the top and then occasionally, like once every couple of weeks or so, I put everything back in its bin because the way they're stacked, they're hard to get to. And so instead of pulling them out, I'll just make a stack. And then once I get a good stack going, I'll put them back in their rightful colors bins. So that's my system. I cleared out when my son moved out of this house. He never actually lived in this house. Um, I cleared out. He's been going in the military for 6 years now, and he still had a chest of drawers at my house that we moved from the other house to this house, even though he didn't live with us. Um, and so I went from 6 drawers. Now he only has one.
Ah,
So
progress.
the rest of them I will be donating. I have a lot of t-shirts for you, Jennifer, to give you. Um, some of them I just moved like a lot of the t-shirts, like things his lacrosse um uniforms that I want to keep. I folded them and put them in another stack with some other stuff of his. And so I am going to move my bigger yardage pieces out of these boxes I'm going to fold them into this size, which is what they're supposed to be in here. And this is 8 by 6 by 8, and put them by color in the drawers. And then I'm going to use these little bins for small scraps only, so I can get rid of my big bag.
That sounds like a great plan. A hickey on the head. Isn't that funny?
Who said I had a hickey on the head?
That's a good one.
I've had them blessed.
You duct taped it?
Yes, so that the edges don't fray.
Oh my goodness.
I created this little card because it
We might be censored again. Remember the tassels?
oh my god, scissors. Oh my god, y'all, so inarticulate. Um who knew what a hickey was? Or my I think you are the only one who knew the ashes, Sheila. Um
She's very
No, I
Catholic.
just decided that this was the size I wanted, and I cut some pieces of cardboard, but after I got through the cardboard, I thought it's kind of a waste and unnecessary. So then I started folding it, and then I would just pull the piece out, and the fabric would just stay folded, and I would slide it in its spot. Um, so I
I think
used this as a standard.
you need an assistant to do all that stuff.
I
Annette
do.
Annette had her daughter doing it one day when I visited her shop.
So I'm not really Catholic either, Sheila. I'm Catholic-ish. I was raised Catholic, but not really practicing Catholic, as are most Catholics in this country. But
In this
when I
state,
got to work
especially.
today, I couldn't avoid the Catholic hospital man coming at me with his thumb, so I just did it because, you know,
Yeah, they get excited on these holidays, on these
yeah.
special days. And now that
I do
Lent,
enjoy, though, I have to say, even though I'm not a particularly religious person, working at a Catholic hospital is, oh yeah, it's like being Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Absolutely. Same thing. It's our day. Um, they say a prayer every morning, and it's usually, like I enjoy them. They are well chosen. They are appropriate. And
the Catholic
oh, I'm
hospital,
a bad Catholic.
I
Then
didn't
I'm
know
if
that
there's no Catholic-ish, I'm either good or bad, then I'm definitely on the bad list.
I just realized that Methodists observe Ash Wednesday also. I learned that from my neighbor Judy, who used to be Catholic, but now she's Methodist.
I did not know that.
And do you know where they get the ashes? I learned this yesterday also. They
Where?
burn the palm leaves and use
Oh
the
yeah.
ashes. I didn't know that.
Now that you say it, I did know that. I forgot. Okay, so Jen, do you have a particular way of storing your fabric?
No, just those drawers with the different colors. And then the
You fold
strips.
them.
No, they're folded, just one on top of the other.
So then, oh, so like this is a piece of fabric that I have like folded with that, and I
Oh,
just
nice, nice. That is very
yes.
good. I was
So they
thinking more,
stack.
I thought it'd be good for smaller pieces, but that looks good too.
No, so they stack like this, like up. So
Yeah,
when I'm looking down at them, I can
right.
see the colors.
Very good. And you'll organize them by colors. Each drawer will be a different color.
Well, there's only a few drawers and I have a lot, but it'll be in like a rainbow.
I see.
They'll be organized by color, but multiple colors in each drawer. Like
Okay,
all the reds will be together, all the yellows will be together.
yeah, I think that'll work for you. I have mostly colors, and then since we did that alligator workshop and we used all those strips, For the workshop, I put them in baskets. All the strips, different colors are in different baskets. So that's worked for me. I left it that way because it was
Oh,
working.
good. Um, so I don't know why I echo all of a sudden. So how do you store them? Okay, so do you prepare them for storage? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Because some of these people on these videos that I watched today are so organized, so incredibly organized. After
Oh,
they finish a project, they take what's left of that project and they either cut it into strips, they cut it into things, they make it like they're thinking ahead of what they need. Um, I don't know what I'm going to need it for, so I don't want to cut it. But I guess they're thinking like if you just have a few, depending on what you have left over. But I only sew from my stash, so that's hard. Like I'm not gonna cut up my stash. Um,
I
but I
have a
will
hard
reach out
time.
because this was
I have a hard time cutting a large piece of fabric. Even if I need it, I'll just look and look and look until I find something else so that I don't cut yardage.
for just a little piece.
Right.
Yeah, I cut what I need from my yardage as I need it. But what I would like to be better at is those smaller pieces that I have. Like when I'm finished a project and I have a piece of fabric. Okay, so this is what's left over from Lucas and Angel's quilt. So I have some pieces that are like this size, but I also have some pieces that are like this size. I put backing on that because I'm gonna show y'all my project earlier. But like, so they would take all the scrap. I forgot where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
And like keep them together or like take each piece, like the bigger pieces and put them, organize them in either strips or something. Um, I'm sorry, Grace, completely distracted me. Yes, that's what I was talking about earlier. I'm not gonna buy new fabric unless it's like for a specific project that I absolutely need it. I can't imagine what I would need something for. Oh, no, I do have to buy some fabric for a project for a client. A girl brought me a quilt to fix. Her mother made her a quilt when she was in high school, and it was made out of ties, silk ties. The ties have since fallen apart, and she wants me to kind of recreate where the ties were, but in Beatles fabric. So I do
Really?
have to buy some Beatles fabric. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was
So
it like
that's
a
the only,
was it like a Dresden plate pattern?
yeah. So she picked some ties out from my stash of ties that she liked, and then I'm gonna buy some Beatles fabric to replace the Beatles ties. Um,
Ah, clever.
yeah, yeah. But so yes, I'm gonna do my best to not purchase any unnecessary fabric. Beatles the band, yes, Sheila. She's a young girl, she's in her 30s, late 20s, early 30s maybe, and she said she has just always been obsessed with the Beatles, the
I
band.
love it. I love it.
I know. She's really cool. She's a yoga instructor. She was the reason I know her is through she was an instructor at the gym I go to. She did, workouts and stuff and then did yoga. She doesn't work there anymore, but she messaged me. So yeah, I'm excited to work on it. I'll probably post some pictures of it. So one of the ladies in one of the videos that I watched, she kept her separate organizations of her stuff was she had strips, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3-inch strips.
Oh my Lord.
So she had a box of strips, and the strips were those sizes. She had pre-cuts that she kept separately. So like the 10-inch squares, the 5-inch squares, whatever else comes. I didn't write down all the videos that I was watching. I do remember, is it Mary Mabel Market and Karen from Karen Brown from Just Get It Done Quilts were two of the ones that I watched. And then the rest were just kind of, I fast forwarded through them and watched little pieces and got little things. So she had strips, she had pieces, she had pre-cuts, and then her large pieces, she would again, she had 18-inch width of fabric, 9-inch width of fabric, she had fat quarters and fat eighths, kind of all organized, and she was very organized. And my I think I have way too much fabric to go back and try to organize it like that. Um, I do love Karen Brown. She does that the beginning of every year. She does how to organize yourself every year, like where you clean out your stuff. Um, I go back and watch those and get some inspiration, and I usually get inspired to clean a little bit. And then I'm not familiar with Tiffany's Quilting Life. I need to check that out too. Um, and that might have been one of the ones I was watching today without realizing it. Because I was
I,
also working, I was typing, doing my documentation and kind of listening in the back end.
mm, multitasking.
Yes.
Can I ask?
And strips, pre-cuts, pieces, and crumbs.
I need to ask a question about that. So what does she do with all that? All those different things? What kind of projects did she elaborate on that?
Oh, so because they're high use it up. So what she says is like one of them. I don't remember if Karen Brown was the make a second project for your project. So she makes like I think she calls it a second quilt or a aster quilt.
Oh
So she'll make a
yeah.
quilt and then make blocks with the leftover fabric and put those on the back of the quilt.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And Laurie Dickman is another one. A great system. Hey, Chris. We will forgive you for losing track of time whilst you were sewing.
Yes.
It's happened to me once or twice yesterday. We're talking about how we organize ourselves.
I like the idea of using it up. Let's use it up.
Yeah, like make scrappy projects regularly so that you and so because you're always building your crumbs, your stash, your pieces. It's all you're always adding to it. So if you're not using it regularly, then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it becomes out of control, which is where I am.
Well, you're limited
So
on
once
space also.
me,
Yes. For your
I
scraps.
mean, I'm running out of room.
That's what I'm saying. You're limited.
Yeah, yeah. So once I get a lot of these larger pieces folded and organized in that drawer, and I can take my big scrap bag of random pieces, I'm going to organize them by color in the boxes that will be empty because I'm taking the fabric out of them. I will have more space in here where I don't feel so cluttered. Oh, it is so scary to look around and see all the scraps everywhere. Um,
Just think how many quilts we could make with all the scraps we have.
well, so the other thing was that um, somebody else suggested make a block a week.
I like that.
Every week, make a block of your scraps or two,
Yeah. Yeah.
depending on how big they are. And then by the end of the year, you have a big pile of blocks. to put together. And so I think I showed you guys last week, or I was doing these little all these random blocks. Did I show y'all these?
Oh, I don't remember, but I love them. I like that one, last one you showed.
I love
Yes.
that little
Yeah, so cute.
maiden form. And so I just like kind of randomly started putting, this is all from my scrap bin. A lot of them are just random. And oh, I did show y'all these because I made them smaller. I used to make 8-inch blocks, but I started doing them smaller and it made such a big difference to me. It's like just so much easier to organize myself when I'm doing them in these smaller blocks.
I like Bonnie Hunter too.
Yeah.
Um, do you just pick random colors like you're not trying to coordinate anything?
Like when I was making these, I had a pile of strips and I just started sewing the strips together. I mean, as long as the same color or same fabric wasn't touching each other, I would sew it. So even if it was a black on a black or a blue on a blue, as long as it wasn't the same fabric. Um,
I tend
and
to
again,
think
I
too
think
much
these are.
about that. I'm trying to coordinate colors as I
Mm-mm.
go along. I've seen you, how you do it. It's a lot quicker.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm going to make a bag with this.
I love that pattern. I love that. I like the idea
And
of
these are
putting white.
wonky. These I did not.
I love that.
I I just
I like the white in the center.
Yeah, Sherry, I love that block a week with the scraps. Like I could probably do a block a day with the amount of scraps I have.
But the
I
problem
could do
is,
that for Lent.
if you enjoy doing it, you won't stop at one block. Then you'll get sidetracked. You'll keep doing it. That's what happens to me.
Yeah. So the other thing that I heard somewhere is, um, and I think a lot of people do this, like when you're chain piecing, you have your little piece that you stick the starters and enders. Instead of using like random things, they'll sew two blocks together. So like who was it that has Joydy has thousands of 2.5-inch squares? Um, Instead of doing a starting and ending piece, they'll sew those two squares together. And so at the end of every sewing session, they might have sewed, 10 blocks together or 20 or whatever it is. And they put those aside. And then the next time, maybe they'll make a 4-patch or, whatever it is. So just one at a time and just that's an ongoing project on the side of them. So I've thought about doing stuff like that as well.
Yeah, I like the word doable.
Yes.
If I think it's doable, I'll probably try it. If it looks too complicated, I just won't even bother. And it might not even be. I just think it's complicated.
Oh, it's so Grace, how I fix that is I got my husband to retire and now he cooks and cleans and I sew.
But he gets aggravated if you don't eat on time because the food will
Oh
get
yeah.
cold. I like
If I
that.
say he says dinner's ready, I gotta go. Like
Yeah.
there's no like if I'm in here and I'm in the middle of something and I'm trying to get like that last little bit done, he'll come in here and say, "Hey, I said dinner's ready." Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I have to act like I don't hear him. Oh, sorry, I'm coming. Oh, bye. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Um, oh, so the other thing that I was talking that I wanted to show you that I didn't show you earlier was the project that I made. So I made a quilt for my son and his wife. Jennifer just finished doing the binding because we know I don't do my own binding.
You do sometimes.
And I only on small projects.
Okay.
If it's a throw or bigger, I Jennifer does the binding for me, and I love her for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I love her for a lot of things. That's among
Mm-hmm.
them.
All righty.
So I used up all of the leftover fabric pieces out of this Ziploc bag that I showed you guys. Like All when I was cutting the fabric, I was putting it in this bag, and then I just sewed them together.
Very
Y'all,
creatively.
I love the way it turned out.
That's very creative. It looks big.
It is very large.
We'll still need a big bag for
I mean,
diapers.
I just love it. And then the front
Very
has a
cute.
pocket. I have our cheeky quilter tab on it. Now the inside fabric, yes, and the quilt is beautiful. This is one of the few times I purchased a fat quarter bundle. I make scrap stuff. I don't usually buy fabric to coordinate a quilt, and I did for this one, and it turned out just beautiful. And so on the inside is this is the backing of the quilt. So yeah, it has a little oh, it has a fig strap
She'll need it.
and this. And then it has like a little hook on it.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it just absolutely, the quilting on it turned out so cute. I just spent a lot of time sewing it.
She'll
Used up a lot of
appreciate it. Yeah, she'll love it.
yeah. Turned out really, really cute. I think I can't remember the name of the fabric, but it was kind of expensive. I don't usually buy fabric bundles like that. Um, but it all coordinated. The colors are beautiful. The quilt turned out beautiful.
It's a key
Um,
keeper hook. I like that.
yes,
Key keeper.
yes, key keeper hook. And I'm still working on the bag, the alligator bag that I was showing you guys. I was hoping to have it finished for tonight. The only thing I have left to do is the edge and then turn it inside out and it's done, but I just didn't get to it. So the question is for Lent, do I organize for 15 minutes a day until all my fabric scrappy stuff is done? That could be a thing. Or I could just set my goal to be done by Easter.
The first option.
It
It's
has
more
to be a smart goal.
it's more consistent,
Yeah.
working towards your goal. If I skip a few days, that's it. It's done. It's
Yeah.
over.
So a smart goal is specific, measurable,
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
attainable, realistic, and timely.
How smart.
How smart, right?
How
So
social
let's
worky.
see. Is it a smart goal? Is it specific? Yes. 15 minutes per day during Lent. Measurable, I can measure 15 minutes. Attainable, absolutely. If I'm home, I can do it. Even if I'm not home, I could probably figure out a way to organize for 15 minutes. I don't know. Maybe as long as, because I'm thinking I might take a trip for my birthday. So if I'm not home, I can't organize. What's the R? Specific,
Realistic.
measurable, attainable, realistic. Yes. 15 minutes a day is realistic and timely. Yes.
It's a smart goal.
Some I've heard different words for the different for the acronym, but I think that all basically is the gist of it. Oh, a couple of quilts a month. For a while when I first started doing long arming, there was one lady that I couldn't get her quilts done fast enough. She was bringing me more, but I think she just got all of her tops done because it's been a while I haven't heard from her. So, oh, Zaza, I'm glad to hear that. 15 minutes a day. Sheila, you're funny.
Yes, she is.
So why is your ADHD brain laughing at this specifically? I want to
Oh,
know. Like if I really should show y'all how I'm gonna have to video myself the before and after because it's pretty bad. Also, I told my husband I wanted to hire somebody to put shelving in my closet.
I was just thinking about that you could do shelving, but do you want to do that?
Yes, because I have so much wasted space in that closet. It's one of those old school hey Delia. It's one of those old school closets where, you just have a shelf, one shelf at the top and stuff would hang from it. But now I want shelves all up the whole thing.
That would give you a lot more
Oh,
organization.
yes. 3 days. I have to be accountable. Like I have got to get this under control. Ugh, it's making me crazy. Because the other thing that happens is I come in here to do something, I feel inspired, but all my junk is in the way. So by the time I move everything out the way to put my project down, it's I'm you know,
Or I can't find things that I need.
mhm.
It's under something.
So right now that's kind of what I have, Rena. Um, but I have some of those cheap plastic shelves in there, and they're not the right height, and things don't stack well on them, but they don't go the whole length of um the closet. Oh, we should take bets. Then I'll be invested.
Too
Who wants to be
risky.
accountable with me?
Too risky.
I should start a support group on with on Discord for us unorganized fabric people.
And maybe some of us just don't want to be organized. We don't want to work that hard
Oh, I definitely don't want to work that hard
at organizing.
at organizing. I do not, which is why it's out of control. I need to organize. I don't want to organize.
Well, let's shoot for middle of the road, not go real crazy with it. Because, like Sheila says, we'll get bored with that and just, how about
Just
progress?
support our enabling. Yes, support is enabling. Here, present and accounted for.
um, yeah, progress, not perfection.
Oh, yes, yes. And I know that it's an ongoing effort, that I am not going to all of a sudden cure my disorganization by doing a one-time organization. Like you have to work on it. It's a constant thing. It's like laundry. It's just never ending, just constant. Um, but I definitely have let it go way too far. And so I need to get all of the clutter out of my creative space.
I like burning paper. I know. I know. It's therapeutic. If something just,
Burning paper?
yeah, it's just like, just burn it.
Where do you burn it?
And my burn, um, I have a bin that I burn things in. I shouldn't be doing that, I know, but I do it sometimes, not all the time.
You can send paper products to Office Depot for them to shred. They weigh it and shred it for you.
And you have to pay to do that.
You do have to pay for it, but it
But
takes the trauma out of having to shred it yourself.
burning, burning, burning. Very therapeutic.
Well, not everybody can burn their paper.
Oh no, I'm lucky that way. Hey, look, people are committing to 15 minutes a day.
Yay! 15 minutes a day. That's what we're. And look, whatever you get done. So I read somewhere, I think I forgot what book it was, maybe the Four Agreements. Sometimes your best is 80%. Sometimes your best is 100%. Whatever you can do that day, if it's 15 minutes of, and you're not quite doing the best you can, it's okay. You're going to commit to 15 minutes of whatever you can pull together, whatever strength you have. Oh, so you like the shredding paper?
Yeah, that's how I feel about burning.
Yes.
A burn barrel, that's what I have. I couldn't find the word. Thank you. I have a burn barrel.
And so when it gets down, do the ashes build up and what do you do with them?
Put it in the compost pile.
I was going to suggest that you do that.
I knew you would. I have quite a good
So,
compost pile from last year. I have to throw into the garden.
oh, Sheila, I'm loving this.
God, today, oh, that's too much. I can't commit
Yes.
today.
Oh, y'all, I haven't been to the gym in so long. They emailed me today, text messaged me and said, "Hey, hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks. How
Oh,
you
not
doing out there?"
nice.
If at 2 weeks they start messaging you. I said, "Well, last week I was sick and this week is Mardi Gras, but I will commit to going tomorrow morning."
So they really care. Most
Yes,
places I they don't care. They didn't care if I went or not.
I thought that, Johnny, I should start a Discord group, the 15 minutes a day of organizing.
I could do it right when I get to the shop because I have the most energy at that point.
And set a timer. Don't go over. Do your 15 minutes and then move on.
Yeah. Because a lot of time I waste time if I like I'll do it, I think I can do it for half a day and I'm wasting time because I'm just walking around. It's not, I'm not
It's not
being
productive.
productive. Yeah. Okay, I like the idea more and more.
We could all do it at the same time. Okay, go. See y'all back here in 20 minutes. All right, guys. Well, I have some organizing to do, so we're going to wrap it up now. I
Very
hope
good.
y'all enjoyed. Oh, we forgot to show pictures of things we've done with scraps. That's a little skirt I made.
Everybody loves this.
It's going to be, it meant to be an apron. I just never really finished it.
And they're just attracted to the way they're placed or what, I don't know, the different materials in it.
Yeah. So I like that one. That's a fun little thing.
It is.
This is a Mardi Gras costume, a traditional Mardi Gras costume. Is it
You can
made with
use,
scraps?
oh gosh, yes. Well, lots of pieces, little pieces of material.
It could easily be made with scraps.
Yes.
These are
That's
all
what
the scrappies.
this is the first project my older sister had me doing. I said I would never quilt, and this is what I started doing, and I couldn't stop. And I didn't have, like I was saying, much material, so it's just what I had, but I couldn't stop doing them, and that got me started quilting.
I love it.
Yeah,
And then these are jar openers.
yeah, and they
They're
use
grippy on one side.
that shelving. I don't know what that stuff's called. It grips really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an easy
So
project. 6 inches square, and I'm using vintage material.
I love it.
Yeah,
And then this is just a little scrappy quilt that I made years ago that nobody ever wants to buy.
and I don't know why it's so cute, and the quilting on it is beautiful,
Yeah.
but it looks good in the
I
shop.
tried to give it I tried to give it to Lucas and Angel for Weston, and my son Lucas says, "Well, did you make it for him?"
Oh.
I said no, and he was like, "Hmm."
It is cute. I love it.
So I should probably make one similar to it for the baby. I have to make Weston one and then one for the baby. So, all right, with that, now we can have a good night. 15 minutes of organizing, and we'll check in with each other next week. See what we got done.
Thank y'all, everyone, for hanging
I
with us.
know. It was a good night. Good night.
Hey,
Judy, you'll
Judy.
take
Bye,
it.
Judy.
Would the clothes be quilt fabric? Oh, yeah. I was like, I know we missed part of it. That's funny. You totally could. I have a bunch of dresses that don't fit me that are in a pile waiting to be turned into an apron or something like that.
Repurposed.
All right, guys. Yes, y'all have a good night
Good
and a
night.
safe week.